just watching Big Boss live right now and just saw the first half ad break போயிட்டிருக்கு and I don't even know how to process what I just heard. அப்புறம் இவ்வளோ மோசமாலாம் இருக்கீங்க. At first, the starting of the story, I'm like, why you want to insult your parents? You were telling that they accepted you, right? So they're nice. எதுக்கு தேவையில்லாமல் உன் ஃபேமிலி பற்றி இப்படி தப்பாக பேசணும்னு. But after I heard what they did, then I would definitely want to take back what I said about, don't make your gender your whole identity, because I was obviously ignorant of extreme cases of violence solely because of their gender. And if I can make a statement like you don't make something as small as your gender your main identity, then I definitely should be able to say that that statement is very invalid, as long as the rest of us also don't consider gender a reason to put anybody through something like that. I mean, it's just sick at its core, and I don't even know. I'm so glad that I'm super fucking glad, I swear to God, that you stood tall through all of this, sending this strong message out to so many people, breaking so many barriers. This is actually pretty monumental. I think for the first time you're hearing such truths come out on national television, on TV, going out to households all around the state. To have so many people listen to ugly truths from ugly human beings like this. Everyone else out there who are battling a very similar battle, please stay strong. You are not alone. You're definitely not alone. And just, I don't know. I really don't know what to say. It's like I feel like இதை பற்றிலாம் பேசுறதுக்கு எனக்கு சுத்தமாக தகுதியே இல்லை. Massive respect, that's all I can say. This is a story of a survivor. This is inspiration at its finest. This is upliftment of not just oneself but of an entire community. So glad that she chose to stay in that very street. So glad that she chose to be the change. So glad that she chose to normalize it. And still so much more to go. And I'm so glad that I got to witness this, that I got to see this, that I got to be educated. First of all, I am sorry. Second of all, I am glad. Third of all, I will try my best to make sure that this kind of ugliness does not happen anywhere around in my vicinity. That's the end of that episode of Big Boss. Felt more like a lesson in humanity than an episode. A very much needed one too. Startingல நம்ம டு பாட்டு போட்டாங்க, and I was noticing that the participants are finding it a little hard to come up with the right dance steps and moves. வேணா என்னை கூப்பிடுங்க, நான் வந்து உங்களுக்கு சொல்லித்தரேன். Choreographyலாம் is all a part of our blood now. So yeah, free வந்து I'll just like show you guys how to do like proper steps. சத்தியமா எனக்கு சிரிப்பு வருது. Abhishek Raja and Pavani love story is slowly brewing. I don't ask me why at all. Just ரெண்டு பேர் ஒரே ஃப்ரேம்ல பார்க்கும்போது ஒரு மாதிரி செட் ஆகல இப்போதைக்கு. Give it some time, maybe we'll get used to this couple. But yeah, இப்போதைக்கு no bro, sorry. But yeah, தலைவர் வந்து ஸ்டார்டிங்ல ஒரு டயலாக் வந்து அடிச்சுட்டு போயிட்டே இருந்தா. I love that when Akshara is wearing that குடுமி and then Akshara is like சத்தியமா அதை போடாது ரொம்ப கேவலமா இருக்கு. Then he just looked at her and he's like yeah, உன் மூஞ்சி மட்டும் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு போயிட்டே இருந்தா. தாமரை அக்கா who was very cute but also very annoying. It's like that one kid in the family function who does not know boundaries and will just go around doing all kinds of random shit. But I appreciate Priyanka for sitting and tolerating all her bullshit and patiently giving back answers. And then comes Akshara and then madam jolly skirt தூக்கிட்டு I was laughing when I saw her like ஏய் அம்மா என்னமா பண்றீங்க, அதெல்லாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது மேம் அவங்க கதறாங்க. And then நம்ம editors, hat off to the editor of Big Boss who found that expression of சின்ன பொண்ணு and then attack வெச்சாங்க பாத்தீங்களாங்க. That expression is my favorite in the episode. I think favorite in the entire show so far. Best surprise improv performer is நான் கொஞ்சம் ரொம்பவே சீக்கிரமா ஜட்ஜ் பண்ணிட்டேன் உங்களை ஐக்கி பெரி. But you are a really good improv artist. செம ஆக்டிங் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. I thought like Raju is going to like தூக்கி சாப்பிட்டு you, but then you தூக்கி சாப்பிட்டு Raju bra. எவ்வளோ பொறுப்பா இருந்துட்டு இப்படி பருப்பு மாதிரி பேசுறீங்களே, ரொம்ப கியூட் ஆயிடுச்சு சொல்லிட்டு அப்ளாஸ் வாங்கிட்டு போயிட்டே இருந்தா. So that was pretty damn cool. And I'm like wow, Aiki can act, Aiki can improv pretty well. It was nice. Raju was really like stunned. He's like, yeah, நீ இவ்வளோ பண்ணுவேன் நான் எதிர்பார்க்கலையே இப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவேன்னு தெரியல. Power went into a creep mode and solidified that shit. But it was fun though. That sequence was so much jolly for me to watch, especially because of நம்ம தலைவர் இம்மான் அண்ணாச்சியான கேமரா வச்சு சும்மா மேலே கீழே ஃபன் பண்ணாராங்க. பெஸ்ட் கேமராமேன் அவர். Namithaவோட story, it is definitely, it was a sad story for sure. I mean, I know how it feels to lose someone who meant the world to you at a point, who you thought of as your entire world, who you had planned an entire future with, and who you cannot imagine life without at one point. And then it's like your world kind of revolved around that person, and then all of a sudden you wake up and then you know this person's not there. It feels like the end of the world, and yeah, it's a sucky feeling. So my heart goes out to you for that, Namitha. But also sadly we are all human beings, so we're very very easily emotionally manipulated. So when you have such a heavy story like Namitha's coming first, unfortunately naturally and all, I could not give that much of a shit about it. So apologies for that, for sure. If I'm being honest, this is the truth. And I also felt possible at one point where they're all sitting and asking her like, it's okay, it happens. And she's just like, guys, I'm fine now. Like, stop making me go back and think about that shit. So yeah, MVP of this episode, obviously, Namitha. Cutest of the episode would be between Tamara and Imachiana. Between the two of them, I think cutest I will give to Tamare, because there's a lot of genuine what she wasn't being like annoying, intention of being annoying. So just genuinely being like, ஏய் என்னடி சொல்லி நான் வந்துருக்கேன்ல, நான் போய் நேராக என் கடைக்காரிலேருந்து தூக்கிட்டு வந்துருக்கேன். க்யூட் ஆன்சர் எல்லாம் பார்க்கறதுக்கு. But yeah, best actor so far this episode, Aiki Berry, whoop, out of nowhere. சரியான ஒரு பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் போட்டா. Of course I have to mention you know, in the class always when there is one guy alone sitting in the bench and talking to a girl and நல்ல ஜாலியாக கடலை போட்டுன்னு இருப்பான், forgetting about the entire world. கிளாஸில் இருக்கிற மற்ற பாய்ஸ்லாம் பேக் பெஞ்சில் உட்காந்து இவனை ஏதாச்சும் செய்யணும்டான்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு பிளான் போட்டுன்னு இருப்பாங்க தெரியுமா, ஃபுல் கிரவுண்டில். அந்த மாதிரி தான் நம்ம பாய்ஸ் கேங் gets sat off in that bed and just like bitching about Abhishek. And I know it didn't come to the edit, but then அவங்கள பார்த்தாலே தெரிஞ்சு பாய்ஸ் இதான் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்கன்னு. பட் இட்ஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டபிள். அஃப்கோர்ஸ் நீ அந்த மாதிரி உட்காந்து யூஆர் கெட்டிங் மசாஜ் ஃப்ரம் த கியூட்டஸ்ட் கேர்ள் இன் த ஃப்ரிகிங் ஹவுஸ் ஃப்ரம் பாவனினா பசங்கலாம் கொந்தளிக்க தான் செய்வாங்க. ஸோ இட் வாஸ் ஹிலேரியஸ் டு வாட்ச். இட் வாஸ் நைஸ் ஸோ மீட் சீயிங் ஆல் தட் ஸ்டஃப். ஸோ யா, today's episode was all about Namitha, her story, and the symbol that she stands for. I'm just so glad that this episode happened, guys. That's all.